Hey, it's Bridget. So I have been writing poetry over the last year. It's really helped me sort out some of my feelings and recognize some of the things that are unearthing within me and give sort of a narrative to whatever it is in that moment that I am both craving and suffering from. I guess you might say that's kind of what poetry is, right? It's this beautiful pain, desire for love and acceptance underneath. I mean, that's kind of how it feels for me. So you guys are going to have to get ready because I ordered 2 Mary Oliver books. I have not read her poetry before directly. I've seen quotes and things, but it's time. So I'm going to grab those 2 and see. I'll be reading those for you, 2 excerpts from that from time to time. Either it be on Fairy Grasshopper YouTube, where I do my vlogging and I talk about intuitive talk topics and healing, or whether it be on Above Life channel YouTube on Sunday Morning Coffee with Bridget, or maybe on Bridget Inspired on Instagram. We might shake that place up a little bit and put some poetry out there. I'm not sure. We'll see. Or Bridget Inspired on Facebook. So I've been looking through some of my journals. I did a burn and I released a ton of them. But I have some. I kept some, which is good, I think. This I wrote in September of 2021. All right, are you ready? It might be a lot, we'll see. Pain, suffering, hurt. Can't breathe. Life out of reach. Fading dreams. How does the sun still shine? My feet cold, my hands fragile. Loss, pain, grief, burning my heart. In rich soil, seeds of light hidden deep, protected to rise one day. Hope bleeds from my wounds, cracks in my soul, leak healing warm like liquid fire, slowly burn the separation to form a renewed bond. Scars cover me unseen. Private hell blisters my insides. Heal me gently, sovereign touch. Recognize, release, and the known in what it is. Cool the heat, warm the chill, find me here again. Wow, I know, right? I know, I've been going through a lot, right? Words are so powerful. Words have vibration and resonance. I much prefer to hear, listen. I'm very auditory to someone speak their words versus reading them on a page. Yet I know and I recognize that when you read a blog or you read a passage out of a book, that because it is in your mind and your own essence wraps around those words, it feels like it is yours. And through that experience of feeling the embodiment of those words from that other person who was the channel, in whatever moment in time your paths crossed, you can then heal because you make medicine from that. You make nurture and nutrients for your soil that helps then to provide those seeds to grow and to flourish at some point down the road that you cannot see. You are asked when you are consuming writing, when you are receiving words, to recognize yourself in those words, to recognize that all of the scars and the experience that you've had up to this point is still mulched around inside of you. And that is what is needed for all of the other dreams that you have seeded all along the way. And some of those things you have forgotten about, the things you used to love that brought you joy, the hobbies, the interests you had will now have the opportunity to come back to you into your awareness and your essence because of the power of the words that were shared and gifted to you by someone else that you may never meet, someone who could be completely famous but 100% right on time in the exact moment that you needed those words. And then you can choose through the vibration of the meaning for you, where you're at right here and right now, what is best for you, what is in alignment for you at this place. Releasing and relaxing the judgment and the inner critical voice, because what is coming in is not critical. It is beautiful beyond measure. It is medicine from another who has lived, who is gifting to you through their divine channel a knowing and a wisdom that you are seeking at this time that will mix exactly with the alchemy of what you are feeling, because the words mix with the emotion. And that's what creates the resonance and the connection of the knowing and the feeling becomes the knowing. And the wisdom that is shared between the mind and the heart is bridged by the words, whether that be through a song lyric, through a poem, through an incredible narrative, a story that is shared by another. When you are in that space, you witness in that sacred container aspects of yourself being freed, being set free by the word that produces a meaning that ignites that moment of allowance, that sweet, sweet moment of allowance where you then can be free, even if but for a moment, because your heart is recognized, your emotion is allowed through those words, through that story, through the narrative, to be expressed, to be churned, to be let go, to find a sense of humanity in the moment of the word, spoken and received, written and known. Yeah, words are powerful. Shout out to all my author friends, my writer friends. There's so many of you who've had the pleasure to be a coach for over these years. Thank you so much. If you are interested in getting support on your journey, your life journey, I'm an intuitive life coach. I have a very unique style and flavor for the way that I show up in the work that I do. Go ahead and schedule your session. There's a link below. You can do that if you're feeling inspired toward that at this time. I hope I've inspired your spirit today and filled you with some hope and encouraged you to live your life. After all, this is your life. You have to live it. You just have to. Just live it. Thanks for being here.